This is the 2024 Honda Prologue Elite. Is this the ultimate Honda? Hey everybody, it's Tom from Vehicle Visionary. I hope you're having a great day. Today I'm at Holmes Honda to tell you all about this Prologue Elite. There are 3 trim levels available. There's LX, Touring, and this Elite. Normally I'd tell you to check out the link down in the description of the video, but this model is already sold. I want to thank my friend Michael who works here at Holmes Honda because it belongs to him and he gave me the opportunity to tell you all about it. And there are some things that are here that you won't find on other Honda models. If you're cross-shopping, for example, the CR-V Hybrid, well, one thing that I know a lot of you request on the CR-V is fog lights. They're here. They aren't currently available on the CR-V, but you do have your LED fog lights, full LED lighting here, LED headlights, LED daytime running lights, LED turn signals. That flickering effect actually has to do with the LED lighting. The cameras that a lot of us use here on YouTube tend to not like that. So if you're wondering about that, you can't actually make it do that. You will have the active air curtains right here on both sides of the front end to help out with aerodynamics, as is the case with quite a bit of what we have here. This model is all-wheel drive, and something that you won't currently find on any other Honda model, 21-inch wheels. That's what we have here. Your tire and wheel size will be 275 on the width and a 45 series sidewall. And we'll find our power adjustable side view mirrors with the turn signal indicators built in. Your blind spot monitoring here, they're heated and they're power adjustable. And quite a bit to talk about here with these door handles. They're going to be the gloss black look, but they're going to have what's called passive entry on the front doors and on the rear doors. And when you have the remote on your person, you can lock and unlock all 4 doors from the front or the rear. That's a good thing. And the rear roof spoiler here. And there is your rear window wiper. Kind of small up there, so you really couldn't conceal that away, even though I like to see that because it just gives a clean look back here. LED taillights finish things off on the rear. And 2 more things I wanted to tell you about. Number 1, with the side view mirrors. You have power folding side view mirrors. I didn't talk about that earlier. I wanted to show you that, so you can do that. And how about the remote? Well, here is the remote, and being that the Prologue was built with the help of Chevrolet, you're going to have the Chevrolet style remote right here. It does have remote start and all of the great features you expect to see, but you also have a key card, or a card that helps you, let you open the vehicle. You just swipe it over the door handle and it takes care of that. And from what I can tell, you will have to have the remote on your person to make that work. And there are 2 more things here that you currently won't find on any other Honda model other than the Prologue. First of all, the Honda name spelled out here on the rear instead of Prologue being there, such as you would see with a lot of vehicles, the name of the vehicle spelled out on the back. And we'll unlock the door here. Let's see if I can get that to work for me. There we go. Here's something else you won't find on any other Honda model. You can raise the passenger seat up. See that? You can raise it up or down. I know people have asked about that according to what my friend who owns this model has told me as far as different people that came in to buy. So there is one of those features that I think is going to be very important in your buying decisions. And here's something else that is different. If you want to open the hood, you don't have to go looking for a hood release other than what you have here in the interior. You notice it says ×2 right there. I'm going to pull 2 times and we'll go up here and take a look at why I did that. All you have to do is lift up on the hood and it opens everything up. Now this is the dual electric motor version. It's going to have all-wheel drive. You can go single if you want to. Horsepower, 288. Torque comes in at 333 foot-pounds. And your range on a single charge is going to be 273 miles. On a DC fast charger, you can charge 65 miles of range in about 10 minutes. And the charge port is going to be located right here. So if you need to see where that is, there it is. And very easy to deal with. How about our MPG ease on this model? Let's take a look at what the window sticker shows. We're looking at 99 city, 84 highway, 92 combined, and 37 kilowatt hours per every 100 miles driven. Normally at this point in the video, I would give you the gas tank size. I hope no one's surprised that I'm not going to do that today. And no surprises that you're going to have a power tailgate. Cargo capacity ranges between 23.7 up to 57.7 cubic feet. Here is how everything looks when your cargo space is maximized with the rear seats folded down. You'll find cargo lighting on each side. That's always beneficial. And then right down here, a 12-volt power outlet. And not unusual for an EV. You're not going to find a spare tire. So you can go with the self-sealing tires, however, if you want to do that. The exterior color is mercury silver metallic. And this on the window sticker is a black interior. However, you'll find a combination of black and some gray. So it's not a solid black interior for those who maybe don't like such a thing. And something else, again, for those cross-shopping the CR-V hybrid, well, guess what? Right here we also have something you won't find in the CR-V, which is a panoramic sunroof. You have the power shade that can be drawn back and forth. That front portion will open and close. Nice large door, or excuse me, armrest here on the door panel. There's the door bin. I was already getting ahead of myself in my thinking. I call that more of a bottle holder than a door bin, but that's what you have. And for you parents out there that still have kids in the child safety seats, nice to know that with the latch system, you have a hinged cover, so you don't have to keep up with anything when you put the seats in here. That's nice to have. We're gonna have the rear seat pockets on both seats. And we'll also have our rear air conditioning vents and connectivity in the way of USB and a power outlet right there. We'll also find our fold down armrest with the cup holders built in. If you're curious to know about the view from this vantage point, there it is with the panoramic sunroof. And for those of you who are patient enough and you're used to watching my videos, you didn't hunt and peck your way around and not find the sticker price. It's $59,295. Let's see what else you get for the price beyond what I've already shown you. You know that the driver and passenger seats are power adjustable. You also have the heated and ventilated functionality, and that is what I would call a door bin right there. A little bit larger, quite a bit larger than what we have in the rear seating area. Now at this price point, I think that you should have something that you don't have over there on the passenger side. But you do have it over here on the driver's side, and that's seat memory. I think you should have that on both driver and passenger sides with these front seats. If it's over here on the driver's side, it should also be on the passenger side. Just my thought on the matter. We'll find our controls here for our power side view mirrors, power windows, all of that. Your door lock controls right here. If you're looking for your power parking brake, there that is, and you can see some of the other features right there. Right down here is going to be the lever that you release to adjust the tilt and telescopically adjustable steering wheel. Your steering wheel mounted controls are here, and a very nice modern looking instrument cluster. You can see that you can bring navigation up on there. Obviously you have built-in navigation. You also have a head-up display here, nice and bright, easy to deal with. You can adjust that and change what's there and how bright it is and its positioning. And something else that you'll find on every single Honda model, but not everybody uses it, it has to do with this lever right here. When you flip it into that up position and when you flip it into that down position. I know some of you are turning your heads like a dog hearing a new sound, wondering, what are you talking about, Tom? I didn't know that lever was there and that it did anything. You probably knew the lever was there, but you didn't know what it did. It's not that you're just not using it, I'm sure. Now, what you are using is something that you'll find right here. You normally would find it over here on the right-hand side where the shifter is, and that is the controls and functionality for your front and rear window wipers. But here is your shifter. That's how that is going to be set up, but easy to deal with. We'll take a quick look at our upper console so you can see what all is there. I don't know how well the camera is picking that up, hopefully well enough to show you. There we go. Kind of get things to brighten up a little bit so you can see what all is there. Here's the control for your sunroof and all that up there, and that power shade. In fact, let me show you how that works. I'm going to go ahead and bring that shade forward. There you go. I'm not going to show the whole process. I don't think we need to show all of that. And as much technology is here, I know that a lot of you still like to have something that's not so modern, but still very useful. That's the knob right there for controlling the volume and turning your radio on and off with your premium Bose audio system that this model comes with. Now we can dive into the infotainment screen because there is a lot here. You can wirelessly pair your phone. You can see that you have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You also have Google Assistant, which means that you can, well, I won't demonstrate that because I might set devices off in your homes and that might upset some people. But I don't know, maybe I should do that just for fun, but I won't, at least not today. I'm just not in that kind of mood. But you can see what's here. Now, one thing that is here that you can currently, as of the time I'm making this video in August of 2024, you can only get this feature on the Honda Pilot and the Honda Prologue. The Pilot, depending on trim level, but you have all of these different camera views. And you'll notice those two dots with our options right here. What does that mean? That means you have two different views. So you have the front camera and the rear camera. We'll also have our overhead view, and again, you have the dots right there, the two dots, our side view cameras on the mirrors, and then obviously you have that overhead view right there. I really like that because it just makes things so easy. It's easy to see, easy to deal with everything. But that's not all there is here. There is so much going on here. Let's go into settings and take a look at a couple of things here. We'll just run through some of what's here, but I'm not going to go through everything, so don't worry. I didn't make this video 3 hours long, but you can see your audio settings, valet mode, teen driver, rear seat reminder, buckle to drive. You can turn those things on and off depending on what you need to do or what you want to do. But here's something you might have noticed. I didn't talk about Honda sensing as I normally do very early in my videos on these Honda models, but I'm going to show you what your safety features are here. Automatic emergency braking, front pedestrian braking, adaptive cruise go notifier, lane change alert, park assist with braking, rear cross traffic braking, and rear pedestrian alert. So all of that's here. Very easy to deal with. You can go in and make changes to that. What about lighting? Let's go in here. You have ambient lighting, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get into a place where I can show you what the ambient lighting looks like. I'm going to try. I may or may not be able to do that, but we'll see what we can do. You can also link that to the driving modes, as you can see right there, or you can unlink that. And you can see that there are some different options here as far as multiple colors go. You can lighten things up or you can darken that. Depends on what you want to do, but a lot of nice customization as far as that goes. This is simple. It fits right in with what Honda has been doing for years with simplistic technology. Now, let me show you something else that will be of interest here. You'll notice what I did right there, just making that selection, and there's where you're going to make changes to your head-up display. If you're wondering about that, that's where that is. I probably don't need to tell you what each option does because it has it written right down there underneath. And your power window lockout camera, you can see traction control right there, auto high beams, park assist. Now, how about your lighting right here, your front fog lights? Let's go to that right there. You can turn that on or off. And here is something that's even more useful to you. Your lights are right here. So you can go in and turn things on and off right there. You can also go to auto with your headlights and all of that. Now, if it were me, I think I would just rather have all of that located where I can just turn it on and off right here, or just leave it all on auto, whatever you want to do. But I'm just going to show you what's here in case you're curious to know, just so you can find out, maybe make a decision on whether or not this is something you want to buy, or if you're just learning about it because you did buy one. There's a lot here to deal with, but that doesn't mean it's complicated. It just might take a little time to hunt and peck your way around. Push buttons, whatever you need to do. Learn about your vehicle. I promise there's no eject button, although sometimes you might wish there was for your passengers, but unfortunately there isn't. Maybe you should request that Honda adds that in the future. You never know. Here's our dual zone climate control, and you can see everything for our ventilated seats right there and your heated seats right there as well. Dual zone climate control in the front, easy to deal with, and there is everything for your front connectivity options, the 12 volt and the USB options. Now you might wonder about what you don't see right here that you're used to seeing in Honda vehicles. the wireless charging pad. Well, it's here. It's just right here. You just deposit your phone down in there. And honestly, I like that design a little bit better because your phone can't move around up here the way it can going through corners or excessive braking if someone pulls out in front of you, or maybe hitting the gas pedal, which in this case would be the power pedal. So it just makes the phone stay in place. I like that. There's your cup holders, and here is your center console. Plenty of room in there. And there's that tray, something that we normally see in a lot of Honda models, the removable tray that can be in the front or the rear, or we can just leave that out if we want to, depending on what you have going on. But there is a lot of room in there. I like that. Plenty of space. A very roomy interior, but what is it like to drive this model? For me personally, this will be my first experience driving a Prologue with the dual motors as opposed to the single. And as we get out on the road for the test drive, if you're wondering about acceleration with slower moving vehicles in front of us, well, not a problem. They're driving under the speed limit, and we'll go ahead and go on around this truck as well, because I know that he's gonna have sand coming out of those containers as he drives down the road. Sure don't want to get sand or do any sandblasting on Michael's new Prologue, but this is a fun vehicle to drive. It handles well, it rides well, it has a nice tight turning radius. For those of you who live in an environment where you need a smaller vehicle, maybe if it works for you because it's so congested and you can live with something that's a little bit smaller, well, that's a good thing about the Prologue, is it's not enormous, although this is classified as a mid-size SUV. It might be surprising to some people. Do your research before you leave comments and say otherwise, but that's what I've seen in my research. And the good thing here is that it's very versatile in a multitude of situations. The good thing with all-wheel drive is that obviously you can take advantage of that in the snow and the ice and be in really good shape as far as that is concerned. You can do whatever you need to do. So we're gonna get out on the road here, and here's a unique opportunity. I don't always film in here. We're not gonna be driving very fast, it looks like, but I'm gonna let you listen. Now, I don't know what that sounds like to you. There are likely going to be people who say, woo, that's a lot of road noise. Well, keep in mind, that area is really rough back there, so it's a good place to test something like that. Just average driving, I don't think you'll have any issues. Plus, it's really quiet in here. The fan speed is on low. The radio isn't on. I don't have anyone to talk to, so it's fairly quiet in here compared to what it might be otherwise in different scenarios. Technology is easy to learn and easy to use, and so depending on who you are, you might be stepping into technology like this for the first time and say, wow, that just seems like a lot to learn and a lot to use. But as I said earlier in the video, the hunt and peck method will do you really well. You can just work around and try different things out and learn what's here and how to use it. It's not hard at all. It's so easy that you almost don't need me to show you anything. That's how easy I think it is. We've all had to learn it at some point or another, and I feel like if I can do it, so can everybody else. But a very well-rounded vehicle, a lot of great features and functionality here, a lot of great technology, and it's a pretty practical vehicle. The seats themselves seem to be very comfortable, so that complements a good ride quality. You really just need to get in these vehicles and try them out for yourselves. I can tell you what I think, but it's really important based on your expectations to get in these vehicles and drive them for yourself. Okay, tell me what you think about the 2024 Honda Prologue Elite. Is it the ultimate Honda? Tell me what your thoughts are down in the comments section. I do want to say a special thanks to Michael, my friend here at Holmes Honda, for being kind enough to loan me his new Prologue for the day so I can tell you all about it. And a special thanks to each and every one of you for being kind enough to give me the opportunity to give you a vision for your next vehicle. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit the like button. That helps me out a lot. Make sure to subscribe. That way you don't miss any future videos. And if you would like to learn about additional vehicles you may wish to consider purchasing, check out the video that's on the screen right now, and I'll see you there.